Okay, and I thought she was gonna go first. All right, so and we also have Mr. Woot Woot Hector Lopez, two-star diamond. Everybody loves Hector. Hector is a two-star diamond. He lost 55 pounds. He is a diamond. He is the founder of Team Faith. He is also a cast member of Max 30. So if anybody does Max 30, you guys, Mr. Boo Boo.
She asked me for my accolades. I had to say Mr. Wu. Guys, thank you very much for being here today. We're honored to have you guys here sitting with us. We're gonna make a little twist. My partner and I came up with some amazing things, and we would like your respect to the people up in this podium. The same way we're gonna respect you for your time. So stay in your seats, stay calm, stay collected, and work with us, because I'm just as nervous as you are. So it is gonna be fun. So everybody, please do me one favor. Everybody stand up. We want to make sure. Sorry. Should I put my tie on too? No. We're gonna do something very different. We want you to worship the person, the God that you believe in. But we're gonna do something extremely different today, okay? So bow your heads and repeat after me. I break and dissolve any and all curses, hexes, spells, snares, traps, lies, obstacles, deceptions, diversions, spiritual influences, and hereditary seals, known and unknown. Amen. And that's how you kick off Superstar.
You entered as you are right now, but we want all of us to lead different. We are spring forwarding, we are spring cleaning. So right now, embrace it, embrace today. We do want to honor your time. We want to be respectful of everyone who has taken time away from your family on this lovely Saturday morning to be here with us today. Look at the person to your right, look at the person to your left, and say, good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. I already told you that this morning. Beautifully and uniquely made. Thank you for your sacrifice. Let's enjoy today. Let's make the best of it.
Let's go! Take a seat.
Now, it is with great honor that we introduce to you our lovely and amazing, faithful leader, Nikki Fernandez. Where are you? Our mama.
Well, can we do something different today? How about every time we announce someone, you go, woo woo? Why not?
We're going to be consistent by the end of the day. So, Mickey, my loves, please join us here, and we will.
Thank you, guys. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for always coming out and supporting our Super Saturday New York City. Every time, we get ready to come and present to you, seriously, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I'm coming to a family reunion, because that's what it feels like to be here. You guys are my family, seriously. I know that we have probably a lot of new faces. Who's here for the first time? All right! Woo woo! Can I get a woo woo? That's awesome, guys. Welcome home. Welcome home. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Mickey Fernandez. The team also calls me Mama Eagle, because I'm a mama to everybody. I don't look too bad for a team of close to 10,000. I'm looking good, right? Looking good. I am currently a 11-star diamond coach. Oh, stop it. That's all the team effort. I just represent the team. That's it. It's my team. Thank you guys for joining me, forces with me really to make an impact. Because that's really what we do, right? We make an impact on people's lives. So thank you so much for being out here today. Okay, so before we kick off the Super Saturday, I just want to set some guidelines, just so you know. If you need to go to the restroom, if you need to talk on the phone, whatever you need to do, I would ask you if you can just step outside. The bathrooms are all the way out through the doors to the left-hand side. And then if you need to use the phones, don't talk behind here, because then we can hear all the noise over here. So if you can just go outside and let's just respect the speakers that are up here. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna introduce to you a guest speaker that we're gonna have, and then we're gonna go into the Super Saturday, and then after the actual presentation itself, then we're gonna have a 22-minute hardcore workout. Let's get some. So I have asked a very special person in my life, and in many of Team Eagle's life, if he would have the honor of coming to our Super Saturday. And he's that guy that a lot of people don't like to see this time of the year. You know, the tax guy. But I will tell you that Alex Ruiz, and he is not just a tax guy. Let me just tell you, he's not just a regional vice president for Primerica. He's not just some guy that's been doing taxes for corporate and personal for over 20 years. He's not just this registered investment guy that helps with my investments and my insurance and everything that I need. He's still working on something that I asked him a while ago, but we'll talk about that offline. But what I love about Alex is that aside from all the accolades that I spoke to you about him, he has become a coach for me. Every time I see him, every 3 months, I gotta go pay Uncle Sam. And I know a lot of people like, I gotta go pay Uncle Sam. Yeah, because what belongs to Caesar belongs to Caesar. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't keep that. But what happens is when I meet with him, either in his office or we go for some coffee, we start talking about life. And I always come back on fire because he really fuels my soul. And one of the things that we always talk about is your why. The reason, because Alex gets me, and he gets what we do as Beachbody coaches, which is why I asked him to come and talk to you guys about your why. Like, why are you guys here today? And until you don't really identify the reason why you want to be a Beachbody coach, you're gonna come across some challenges, because life is like the weather, right? Would you agree that there's some sunny days and then there's some rainy days? Like, the rainy days messed up my photo shoot outside today. You know what I'm saying? But there's always a plan B. And so with that, I'm gonna turn it over to Mr. Alex Ruiz, who's gonna come and share some words of wisdom with us before we kick off our presentation for Super Saturday. Alex. Do I still have to pay my taxes? Huh? Do I still have to pay my taxes?
So funny, I love her. Whoop, whoop. So guys, number one, I want to thank God for the opportunity to be in front of you guys. I feel this is a great honor to me. I've always loved everything about Beachbody, what it represents. I'm one of those guys, I don't know if anybody can relate, who has like 5 boxes of Shakeology at the office. So I hide them now when my Beachbody people come, because it's on ownership. So I hide them so they don't say aha. But I do have 2 Shakeology bottles. So again, Mickey and I have been working together. I want to go over a couple things. The challenge with coming in today was normally my presentation usually lasts about 3.5 hours. So it's not going to last 3.5 hours, I promise, about 30 minutes. So I just want to cover a couple of things. Number one, I want to talk to you a little bit about my history, about my personal story. I want to tell you what my compelling reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I also want to go over the 5 biggest mistakes that most Beachbody reps make. Only 99% of them, not all of them, just 99%. And then at the end, I want to give you a call to action. I want to give you kind of a little homework assignment. Don't worry, it's not going to take you very long, all right? So first things first, as Mickey told you, I am Nikki's financial services advisor. I help with a lot of Beachbody reps to keep more money, because it doesn't matter how much money you guys make. I know you guys want to make a lot of money. It's about how much money you keep. Somebody got it, right? It's because you can make all the money in the world, but if you have to pay it all in taxes, if you have nothing left at the end of the year or at the end of your life, how much did you make? You don't have anything, right? So the first thing I want to do is let's talk a little bit about kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing. I started out as an accountant. I had my own office, and what happened to me was I had a client come into my office, and this was somebody who I knew for a very, very long time. Some of you guys have heard this story before. And he came in, and the guy looked like he was going to commit suicide. Now, I'm an accountant. We don't know anything about that stuff. We don't know. We're not counselors or anything. So I kind of felt like a calling from God to do something to help stop this guy from doing what he's doing. Because every once in a while, guys, God puts somebody in front of your life so you can do something. I don't know if anybody's had that experience. Now, if you're not a mechanic, you should not pull over for the guy whose car broke down. No. But this is what happened to me. So I said, all right, listen, God, I did a timeout. I said, listen, I don't know anything. You're going to have to use this Holy Spirit. You're going to speak through me, and I'll help the guy out. But you got to help me out. So I asked the guy what happened to him, and he didn't want to tell me. I said, listen to me. You're not leaving my office until you tell me exactly what happened to you. So he said, okay, Alex, what happened to me, I don't wish on my worst enemy. So I said, okay, who died? It had to be somebody who passed away. I figured maybe it was a parent or maybe even his wife. Imagine his pain when he told me that he had just buried his 5-year-old daughter. Okay? Now, listen, here's what I did. I said to him, okay, so what happened? Was there a car accident? Did something happen in school? He said, Alex, Latinos are the most ignorant people on the planet. I'm like, well, why would you say something like that? I said, my daughter, every once in a while, she would cry from a headache. So we would give her Tylenol, sat her to bed. She would get up, and some of you are kind of looking down. That's what I do with my kids, right? And unfortunately, a couple days ago, she woke up screaming at the top of her lungs, grabbing her head. We took her to the hospital. Turned out she had a tumor in her brain the size of a baseball. And the doctor said it was too late. Now, I felt horrible for him because I have 3 kids. They're all adults now, okay? And for those of you who have small kids, guys, I felt horrible for 2 reasons. Number 1, because I'm a parent also. And number 2, because I had never spoken to this guy about proper protection for his family. Never spoke to him about life insurance, about investing for the future. I prejudged. How many of us sometimes prejudge? A lot of hands going up, right? And that's part of one of the biggest mistakes that Beachbody reps do. We prejudge, okay? So I made a commitment to God that never again would I sit with somebody. I don't care if you're coming into my office to use the bathroom, to check the meter, you're the Con Ed lady, I'm gonna speak to you. Now, you may not want to hear what I have to say, but I'm going to speak to you. And I made sure that every one of our clients, every single person I knew, even my mom, took me 2 hours and she still said no. Even with my mother-in-law, I spoke to my mother-in-law and said, Hola, ¿tú tienes seguro de vida? Threw me out of the house. It's okay, I was on my way out anyway, okay? And as a result of that, guys, I took this business seriously. And within 8 months, I made, and again, this is not to impress you, this is to press upon you what my commitment is, okay? I made $100,000 in commissions personally in 8 months. Why? Because I would not stop talking to everyone I knew about the importance of getting proper protection and also helping them to invest more money for the future. Because guys, my mom is 66 years old, and guess what she still does for a living? How many of us have parents that still work for a living? So let me tell you what my compelling reason is. Back in 1971, a long time ago, I was born. And unfortunately, before I was born, my mom came from Puerto Rico. At the time, the unemployment rate in Puerto Rico was very, very high. So she came here looking for an opportunity to work. She had left my sister, who was about 4 years old at the time in Puerto Rico, because she couldn't afford to bring her here. And so my mom came here, they convinced her, hey, leave her over there with your mom, with my grandmother, she'll be fine. And she came here looking for an opportunity to work. And unfortunately, she didn't have a lot of skills because at that time, most moms back home were stay-at-home moms. So she came here looking for a job and she got pregnant, and everyone encouraged her to have an abortion. And thank God she did it. Oh my God. I wouldn't be here right now. Mickey, you'd be in jail. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So right now, guys, one of the reasons, why compelling reason, because my kids are all adults now, they don't really depend on me. Well, they're not supposed to depend on me. Let's just say this, 2 left, 1 came back, so, you know. Right now, my compelling reason, guys, is that 66-year-old lady. I make sure every single month. My mom, if she wants to work, that's fine. I don't want to take away her purpose in life, but she doesn't have to work. Because I make enough money to support my family, to support my wife, to support my kids, to support my mom if I need to support her, okay? So what I want you to ask yourself is why? What's my compelling reason? Maybe you have a small child. All I know is that every time I go on Facebook, I see Audrey posting about her boys, all 3 of her boys. You too, Alex, right? So my point is, guys, what's your why? Decide what your why is. Mickey talked about that just a few minutes ago. That's very, very important. So let's talk about the 5 biggest mistakes, oh my gosh, he's gonna call us out, that Beachbody reps make. Number 1, in no particular order. Actually, the 5th one is the worst one. But one of the Beachbody biggest mistakes is this: being a secret agent. Don't tell anybody. You're gonna judge me. So you're doing that Beachbody thing, the beach booty thing. You're doing that. You're doing that. What? Is it okay to say black? I'm old school. Is it okay to say black, Spanish, and white? Okay. You're doing what the bald black guy did. You know? I'm like, yeah. You gotta be bold, guys. You cannot be a secret Beachbody rep. And for those of you who are kind of secret-ish, like the only reason why you're a rep is so you can get a discount on Shakeology, that's not cool. You're not really a coach if you're doing that, all right? A lot of people laughing about that one, right? Be a coach so you can get the discount. Don't do that. Be a real coach. You gotta talk to people about what you do, okay? It's very, very important. Number 2, in talking to people, you gotta be willing to tell your personal story, okay? I find out that Hector lost 55 pounds. Wow. He gave birth to a 10-year-old, right? He actually lost a 10-year-old, right? You weren't supposed to tell people that, right? Guys, tell people your personal story. Tell them your compelling reason. It's very, very important. Very, very important. If you do not do that, you're actually just a salesperson. Do you want to be a salesperson, or do you want to be someone who inspires people? You want to talk to people's hearts. You want to grab them by the heart. You want to hold their hand. You want to lead them to success in Beachbody. The only way you're going to do this is by sharing your personal story. Listen, you're going to think, oh my gosh, everyone's heard my personal story. Trust me, everyone has not heard it. And every time you tell it, you get reinvigorated. And people will get inspired and follow you. Okay? Number 3, treating Beachbody like it's a hobby. Are you kidding me? This is not a hobby. This is a way of life. This is a way of life. I would tell every Beachbody coach who comes to me for the first time, listen guys, you guys work on people's lives. You work on their bodies. We work on their pockets. That's why we work so well together. Okay? But you have to treat this like a real business. So if it's a real business, are we just making some part-time income? No, we want to change our lives. We want to be able to someday leave the rat race, leave the day job. You know, one of the things that I talked to Mickey about a couple months ago, and she was like, oh my gosh, that's brilliant. All right? I use what I like to call the matrix concept, okay? So what is the matrix? Anybody here seen the Matrix? Every guy is going to be like 10 times, right? Then he's like, the what? So guys, if you've seen the Matrix in the movie, at the beginning of the movie, the guy's like, man, I know that there's something else to life. How many of you have woken up on a Monday, looked in the mirror and said, man, same old, well, there's got to be something else out there, right? That's what happened in the movie. This guy Keanu Reeves was saying to himself, there's something else out there. I feel like I'm living in the rat race, guys. I don't want to keep doing this. And then as a result, when he found out the reality that there's another world out there, he didn't want to go back. I invite you to do that for yourselves. Take this business as a real business. Treat it like a business. Respect it like a business. Follow an agenda. Make your agenda every single day. Follow the hours. If you say you're going to work out every single day, do it. work out every single day. If you're gonna get in contact with your coaches every single day, do that. If you're gonna prospect every day, commit and do it. The same way you guys have lost all the body fat that you've lost. So we don't want to say lose weight, right? We're not supposed to say that. So you lost the body fat and you're in the best shape of your lives, and some of you are still struggling with that. The same way you've done that, that same commitment you can use towards your business. Okay? One of the other problems that I see, oh my gosh, number 4. So this is almost the top one. So we're almost there, okay? Number 4 is not paying yourself first. So when we get on the plane, so I know that a lot of you went on this cruise recently. Most of you did not drive down to get on this cruise. You flew down, right? So if you take out the pocket, if you look at the front pocket of the chair in front of you on the plane, and you take out the emergency card, what does the emergency card say about putting a mask on? Who are you supposed to put it on first? Your parents, the kids, right? No, yourself. So you gotta take care of yourself first, guys. You gotta pay yourself first. If you don't have a good financial plan that includes paying yourself first, putting money into your IRA, your SEP IRA, which we'll talk about in a second. If you're not doing that, guys, you're not gonna be successful in this business, because again, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep, all right? If God forbid something happens and you're disabled and you can't do Beachbody anymore, okay? But you have all this money invested. You have all this money for your future. You're set. You don't have to worry about it. Do you really want to work for the rest of your lives, guys? That's not my God of abundance didn't show me that. So guys, again, pay yourself first. And also, at the same time, which is one of the reasons why I see Tony posting stuff on Facebook about me, is when you pay yourself first, you got to also pay your taxes. Really? Hey guys, it's one of these unfortunate things that's reality. You gotta pay your taxes, guys. And I know some of you looking down right now. I see some down heads. You haven't even filed your taxes yet. Don't worry. Ricky, thank you for volunteering. All right? One of the calls to action today, I'm actually going to give you my direct number, and we're going to set an appointment with you if you're interested in doing so, to not only make sure that your taxes are in order, but that your finances are in order. You want to be able to send your kids to better colleges. Who wants a kid to go to college here? Good. Do you want to go to an okay college? You want your kids to go to an okay college or a great college? So if you have a super smart kid and who wants to go to a Yale, how much is that? Like $60,000 a year? That's what it is now. When your kid gets to college, it's going to be $100,000. If you don't start putting money away right now, it's not going to happen. One of the things with our financial plan that we're going to offer you, and it's free, by the way, it's what? It's free. One of the things we're going to do with you is we'll sit down, we'll organize your finances. We'll help you to get completely debt-free. How would it feel to be completely debt-free? Who wants to be debt-free? I heard that, man. She's like, oh my gosh, I love this guy. I saw it, that was good. Yes, we're going to help you to organize all of your debt so you get completely debt-free. We're going to make sure you have proper protection. We're going to make sure that you're paying yourself first, and that you're on top of making sure that you pay your taxes also. Okay, number 5. Oh. This is the biggest mistake that Beachbody reps make. You ready for this? Are you ready? Are you sure? Just making sure. Working with non-qualified people. Oh my gosh, everyone, oh man. He had to go there. He had to go there. Now listen guys, I'm not judging anyone. Okay? I don't want you to make too many exceptions in your business, guys. Because most people are just not exceptional. So if you're gonna work with someone, make sure that mentally they're strong, that they're ready to do this business. Make sure that they have the support of their spouse, their husband, their wife, whatever it is. Make sure that they can commit. If you're working with someone, and this is and listen, I have 3 adult kids. I am not trying to insult anyone who's about 18 years old. If you're gonna work with an 18-year-old, make sure they're committed. Make sure. If you're gonna work with someone who's 79 years old, make sure they're committed. Okay? But your qualified people, guys, are married. They have kids, or at least they're in a serious relationship. They have kids. They have something to lose. They got skin in the game. If they're 18 years old, still living with their parents, they don't pay any bills, they get up at 10 o'clock in the afternoon, right? And they make up for it by going to sleep at 9, right? And they're not really even returning most of your phone calls. Guess what? I got a secret. They're not the right people for you to work with. If every single time you call one of your coaches, they're constantly sucking you dry, like chupacabras, and they're vampires. Vampires. We all have vampires in our lives. We all do. If you have vampires in your life, you need to get rid of them. Okay? Listen, I'm not telling you, okay, you can't be a beach body coach anymore. I'm not telling you to tell them that. Just listen, you don't have to speak to them every single day. You need to create leaders in your organization that are going to help other people. In a church, guys, let's talk just about that because it relates to Beachbody Church, it relates to life. A lot of people think that churches are only for people who have major problems. Yes, a lot of people with problems go to church. They only go when they have problems, right? But the vast majority of people are not unemployed, they are working. They don't have major marital problems. They don't have sicknesses. They don't walk, like there's something wrong with them. It's not. So you can't just cater to the people who need help. You gotta cater to the people who want help. So again, work with qualified people. You need to almost look at your list of all your coaches, okay, and say, okay, this person, Jose, is Jose qualified? Alex talked about qualified. So is Jose mentally strong? Jose doesn't even return half of my phone calls. He's not really a coach, right? If Maria doesn't return your phone calls, if Maria, every single time you speak to her, oh my gosh, Audrey, you don't know what it's like. You have just 2 boys, you don't have 2 girls. You don't have the mother-in-law. Listen, if you're living with your mother-in-law, of course she's gonna constantly complain. You're living with her, right? You need to, somebody else is looking down. You need to make sure you're working with qualified people. I always talk about that in every workshop that I do. Make sure you're working with the qualified people. You gotta evaluate your coaches. You gotta evaluate yourself. And if you're one of those complainers, guys, listen, 80% of people don't wanna hear your complaints, and the other 20% are happy it's you and not them. That's the reality, guys, okay? So here's the call of action, guys. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down my phone number. I want you can send me a text. I want 600 texts. Let's mess up my phone, no problem. I'm gonna give you my cell phone number. Send me a text with your first and last name. First and last name, okay? Please, I don't want any confessions. I don't want all of your problems or anything. If anybody's got problems, that's not what that's for, okay? Alex is looking at me like, oh man. Send me your first and last name. Then I want you to give me a number on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed you are to your Beachbody business. If you have a compelling reason why, and you want to share that with me, that's optional. You should share that with your coach, okay? You want to share it with me? That's cool. You can share it with me. But definitely, your first and last name, and obviously I have your phone number with that because you're sending me a text. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious Beachbody is to you, how committed you are to your Beachbody business, okay? My number is 917-698-0551. Trust me, do not send me the message. Don't think, oh, he's too busy. He is very busy. Either myself or one of my staff, I have 38 agents, myself or one of my staff will call you, we'll go over your financial plan, and again, it's free. That's right, one person got it. Free, all right, and we will help you. Again, I want to thank you guys for the opportunity. You're going to hear some great stuff today. Please take action today, guys. Please take action, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you, my God. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Hector. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys at the top.
And I'll see you next week. Did he just shout me out? It was Good Friday. I was in church. All right. Thank you, Alex. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So with this, we're going to turn it over now to our host, Hector, and Unides. Naughty. I'm confused too. I know. But once again, I'm just going to ask you guys, if you need to talk, listen up. If you need to talk, I will ask you to please exit the room. Please exit the room if you want to talk. Because right here, I want everybody's undivided attention. That's what we're here for. Yep, got it? Awesome. With that, it's all yours.
Thank you.
Whoop!
I'm really bad at it, but I'll get better. Hey, you try, right? All right, so I really want to get to know who's here with me today because I like to connect. How many of you are working right now full-time, 9 to 5? Nice. Kudos. How many
So all of you are going to be calling Alex.
Nice.
They're going to all call you.
I love this. I have a group that's going to understand me. So here we go, right? So many of you know me. Yes, I am Morris. They introduced me at the beginning. I am Uneris' sister. I am the baby sister. Since a young age, I've always been very centered, very A-type. I've been the mature one. Not sure if you've noticed, but Uneris is the talkative. I am the more quiet, more reserved, more mature, more me. And that's good. Be you, love you for who you are. And I've embraced myself for that. Because confidence is a mindset. But where I'm going with you here today is I've never shared this story with anyone. Even when I started, I've been a Beachbody coach for 3 years now. I have openly shared my transformation as far as losing over 50 pounds, 6 dress sizes in total. A lot of sweat and tears. But before I go there, it dawned on me, I'm like, you know what? I've always looked at work with a high esteem. My name, my background, my parents really raised us to be people who want more with vision, people who aspire to be more than the 9 to 5. I went to college. I invested my time, my energy in going to Hunter College, if anyone wants it. Yes. 68 and licensing for 4 years. And I graduated. I was blessed enough that I didn't have to work much during the college years, don't hate me. And then I got my real job. Morris has to boss up. So I started my 9 to 5, the dream job. Nice office in 26th and Madison. I would take my 6 train. I've always loved the city. And I started doing what we're supposed to do. You go to college, you start working, you do your thing, right? Now, I've always been a dreamer. Again, I was given that from childhood, and I'm blessed and thankful for my parents for that. But I've always known that something in me, because my Creator, just like Alex said, has a promised land for all of us here, of living in abundance. And I've always wanted that, and I've always seeked that. So I started that job and I gave it my all. Yes, I worked from 9 to 5 and I excelled because I gave it my all. And I was up for it. I've always been a team player, and I was there. Now what happens is, real life happens. I met now my husband that I've been dating for the past 9 years, since July. We are a 7-7 couple. We got married on lucky 7th. And this July we will be celebrating 9 years. I got pregnant 6 months after that. I was still a manager at Achieve Beyond, an agency that provided services for children with developmental delays. If any of you know, probably in this room, today is Autism Speaks. Light it up blue. I am one that stands for it still to the day because I love special education. It's close to my heart. However, it entails a lot of my energy because the qualifications and the requirements to ensure that we were providing quality services and evaluations required a lot of my time. So it was quality and quantity because I had to oversee the operations of everything. That's draining. It became draining. That's not who I was meant to be. So when I had my child, my daughter, I kept on, we bought a house, all the good stuff, the American dream. I kept on working. Then my baby Elias comes. I have a 3-year-old, and that's when Beachbody came into my life. I had him. I was 60 pounds overweight. By that time, my boss was diagnosed with cancer, and she needed to take a leave of absence. So she asked for me to cover for her while she was out, as I still led with my responsibilities. And that wasn't fun. I don't know if you can relate to me, but sitting in a cubicle, getting in, dropping the kids off at the babysitter, getting to work, clocking in, leaving, and still working nonstop. My husband works overnight, so it was only me, Monday to Friday. So it was draining, and that's when the overeating came in. The Fridays and the wine, and because I deserved it, because hey, we work hard, we need to unwind. Who feels me here? Come on now. Like, let's be real, the natural it gets to that point, guys, because we need to release the stress and the load off the week, right? Because we work hard, goodness gracious, the commute and everything else that involves that. I gained weight. That's when the overeating came about, and I needed help, and I was at my ends. I needed something drastic. I needed a radical change. My sister, Uneris, had started Beachbody, and she transformed herself within a month, and she invited me to join her. And I said yes. I said yes to that opportunity. And today here, I stand as a full-time Beachbody coach. With my 2 kids, because I decided that my life is meant for more. I don't need to create someone else's dreams. I need to create my own. Yes. That's going to take sacrifice. Thank you. That's going to take sacrifice on a daily basis, but I know that I'm able to do that. I'm home with my kids. I'm no longer the grump, the tired mom, because I had no energy to read a book at the end of the night. I couldn't bathe them as much as I wanted, or the bubble baths as they needed, because we're always on the go. Go, 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 go. We gotta go. Not no more. Quality has now become part of my life, and it's something that I am very thankful for Beachbody for allowing me to do that, to living by design, and allowing myself to now be more open and more energized. I've embraced confidence into speaking to strangers about my personal life, and I'm okay with that. And inviting others to join me and building the dreams that we all have inside of us, but we've been so accustomed to the norm that we're scared to kind of try different things. Now I embrace fear in the face, because I know that in order to break through, you need to face and continue fighting and facing them so you can continue to grow. And that's pretty much a different side of the story, but it's one that I never shared, and I thought that today was important because different is okay. It's okay to want more. It's okay to fight for what you want. You all can do it. It's all a matter of a decision of wanting and fighting for what you want. Right?
Give it up, give it up. That's your stand, man. Hi guys, y'all might know me, not know me. I'm a little nervous. Yeah, who thinks I'm nervous, right? Raise your hands. Guys, thank you guys for coming out. Greatly appreciate it. My name is Hector Lopez, as they introduced me, Mr. Whoop Whoop. I'm actually I'm up here. Normally people would want to see my transformation story. You guys probably heard it 1,000,001 times. You guys are tired of it already. Yeah, I lost 55 pounds, You guys hear it every day. But today I wanted to come with a curveball. Like Norris, we wanted to go dig deeper. Because at the end of the day, everyone here has a story. We all know that. And my story is deeper because I talked to my team about digging deeper into their story, because it doesn't start when your Beachbody career, journey, or whatever you want to call it began. It did not start there. It started the day you were born. It started when you were growing up. It started when the people around you, surrounding you, guiding you, that you started to follow. Some of you are in a position right now that you're starting to change your life. And I have 4 questions. You don't have to answer, but think about them. Have you ever felt alone? Have you ever felt misunderstood? Have you ever felt really? Whoop, whoop. Cover the nipples, cover the nipples. I needed that. Actually, that kind of like mellowed me out. It's cool. It worked perfect. I'm like, what? Yeah, why are you laughing at misunderstood? I'm like, wait a minute. That wasn't supposed to be funny. No, but have you ever felt misunderstood? Have you ever started something and never finished? Have you ever felt pushed away and felt like you didn't matter? That was me. That's how I grew up. That's how I felt. And I didn't know who I was, right? Until I discovered who I can become. So I'm here to tell you guys that the guy you see on screen every morning yelling at you every morning, motivating you, inspiring you, wasn't the same guy all his life. I went through my challenges. I hate this word, but I'm gonna use it because a lot of people relate. I face my struggles. We all do, every single day. You wake up, how you wake up is how your day goes. The decision is highly, highly up to you. It's your choice. I began to read the Bible every morning and every night, when I wake up and when I go to bed. I started giving myself thankful letters, like what am I thankful for? So I ask you guys, what are you thankful for? So when you wake up, read it. When you go to sleep, read it. Because life is always going to challenge you. You're not exempt. God always has something to throw at you. So there goes my story. Push it off, man. Y'all don't want to hear that, right, do you? When I was a kid, growing up, I have an older brother. A lot of you don't know that. I have an older brother. Let's just say that in life, God has two paths. You go left and you go right. Highly is a choice. But it's a choice that, what did I look at Mike? I don't know why I just looked at him. Why did I look at Mike? I'm looking at the floor. You go left or you go right. But my brother's journey was to the left. But when I was a kid, I didn't understand that. You know, as a kid, you have an older brother, you want to be like him, do like him, you know, and an older sister, in this case. It's one of those things that you don't understand why they keep pushing you away. They keep going, no, I don't want to hang out with you today. Like, but I want to go. No. When I used to play baseball with them, he never wanted me to play. When he used to go outside, he never wanted me to play. And I never understood it until 3 years ago. 33 years it took me to figure out who I am. So I'm telling you guys that today, I'm telling you guys that don't give up. But the one thing I want you to leave out that door is that don't be afraid to forgive. We all make mistakes. We all do. I've made a bunch of them. And I'm sorry for all of it because I'm not perfect. And neither was my brother. And for all those years that he used to push me away, and I never understood it, it was because he was protecting me. He was going left, but he didn't want me to go that same route. Each and every one of you here that might have been left, your coach is pushing you right. Somebody next to you right now, you don't even know who they are, right? But they're pushing you to the right. Don't push everybody. Don't start pushing. I'm pushing you right, I said. You told me to push you. Don't take it out on them, please. Don't take it out on them. I'm sorry, I got the floodgates going on over here. River Dam. But he was pushing me right, and I just never got it. And because of those actions as a kid, I always grew up seeking the attention, seeking like validation, or seeking like just being somebody else and just trying to fit in. How many of you felt like you had to fit in, right? Like that's how I felt. Like I needed to fit in some way, somehow. A lot of people didn't understand me, you know what I mean? A lot of people thought that I just wanted like, oh, I didn't want attention like in a way like showing off. I just wanted attention in the sense that I know my abilities and my strengths, and that's what I give to people. I want to give my strength to my team that's here today because I want to represent what I know that everyone in this room should be representing, that you should always focus on your strengths, no matter what life throws at you, because God is always challenging you. And a lot of people hear me say that have faith, not fear, have faith, not fear. And one of the questions that I was once asked is this: where did that come from? I didn't even know. I just watched Joel Osteen. But you know what? Now I do. Now I know what have faith, not fear is to always understand and follow that when you're going right, that life is always going to challenge you. that you got to have faith within yourself to know that you matter. You all matter. You all have a gift, an individual uniqueness gift that we all matter. And I lost myself.
You matter too.
So I want to leave you with this. Is to never stop facing your fears. I heard, how many people have heard this? For every level, there's another devil. Every level, there's another devil, guys. Every time you succeed, somebody's gonna cut your ankles off. Seriously. So, what Alex shared, what Nora shared, what our amazing transformation stories are going to share, understand that they weren't always there, and neither was I. So I'm standing up here very proud of myself because, man, I can't talk like this in public. I haven't talked to too many people. I'm very proud of myself. But thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me. Oh, have faith, not fear. I had to. Don't kill me, Mickey, please don't kill me. Ready? Oh, I'm supposed to take the control.
Thank you, guys.
Ooh, that was cool.
Now, we want all of us in unison. Like we are a unit here today. We are one. And I know that sometimes when we recite it, we kind of, no, let's feel it. Let's understand that we do change lives. We are life savers. Be proud of being a Beachbody coach. Embrace it. Don't be a holderbacker or an undercover coach, as Alex said. So let's recite our mission statement, right? So, 1, 2, 3. Help people. I'm not gonna whoop. No. That was on purpose. That was to make sure that you were paying attention.
I just wanted to make sure you guys memorized it. All right, now you go.
So we're ready?
Yes.
Come on. Help people achieve their
Goals, build a healthy, fulfilling life.
Let's do that again.
A little bit louder.
Help people
Achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. Woo!
Now, we are here. Obviously, we all come from different walks of life. We're all strangers in one way, form, shape, right? But today, I love the fact that we're wearing camouflage, right? And the colors symbolize a lot to many of us because you might have family members right now who are serving or have known of anyone who have or and so forth, right? And today, I really want us to think about that. The soldier, the warfare. So I think that we need to embrace that. Give me 2 seconds. So when you think of camouflage, what does it come to mind to you? What do you think? Sacrifice. What else?
Love that.
War, courage,
Scream it out, scream it out.
strength, fear, fighter, service.
Woo!
Please stand up. Let's honor that.
Woo! Oh, I got a good one. How about this? Do we have any vets here? Stand up. That's one. If you're a vet, stand up. If you're a vet, stand up. Right there. Thank you for your services. Thank you.
Camaraderie, that's what comes to mind to me, and to Hector, and to many of us here. And it's a spirit of friendship and community in a group. Soldiers at war who keep each other upbeat despite the difficulty of their circumstances. It's a bond created by a shared goal or experience. You do not have to be BFFs with everyone in the group to know that you have their support. In this room, we have and share one goal, and that is to help people achieve their goals and live a healthy and fulfilling life. Take honor in that. Own it. That is a responsibility that all of us share together in different walks because we all have our warfare individually. So take a few seconds, look around the room, know that you are part of a huge team and family. We share the same core value and possess unique, determined, natural ambition. Many of you have heard of this before, your DNA. We all have it because if not, you wouldn't be here on Saturday. I know I wouldn't be. But you all want more. You have it in you. If not, you wouldn't have sacrificed your time here today. That is a fact, right? However, our Creator, and if you have a higher being, whoever you believe that to be, created you to be something, to be more. But He implanted in you something special, unique to you. As you know, we all have our own fingerprints. I don't have it. It cannot be duplicated. It is yours to own. So today, we really want to challenge every single one of you to take a look at the words DNA and define them to be you. And I'll share some examples. Hector will as well. For me, D stands for duty. Culture saves lives, and with that comes a huge responsibility. It is my duty to show up not only to my life, but also to show up to the lives I'm impacting. It is my obligation, responsibility, faithfulness, commitment, and loyalty to take the necessary actions to help my customers and coaches achieve their goals. You know what this means? It means when I don't want to show up, I still do. The same way I show up to my husband, my family, and my kids, I show up to my customers, my coaches, and everyone else. It is my responsibility, my duty to do so. I have to stay true to our commitment. It's accepting the fact that it's going to be a daily battle. As Mickey stated, and I think it's true for all of us here, we're all battling something, just like the weather. You never know what's coming your way. So it's not going to be, rainbows and Skittles all the time. The fight will be worth it. I'm being real. It's going to come with sacrifice, just as our veterans had to sacrifice to service the U.S., no? They had to sacrifice their families. We all, in one shape or another, do the same. So, today, take your D, take it home, focus on the DNA, and embrace it. It's that thing that makes you tick, things that make you want to push more. When you want to give up, go to your DNA, because we all have something specific. Maybe for you it's not duty, maybe for you it's determination, or dignity, or desire, or to be daring. If that is it for you, then define it to be true to you so you can own it, keep it nearby, so when it does get rainy, you're like, oh no, hold up. I have it in me today because I want to be daring or fearless, whatever it is to you. That's it.
More. She's owning that stage, I'll tell you that much. This girl was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do, but she's owning that stage. I'm like, woo. All right. And I'm the N of the DNA, and for me is nostalgic. Unhappy about being away and craving familiar things, be it emotionally, nutritionally, physically, and financially. Can you all relate? It's like dwelling on your past, doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different result. Feeling helpless in the fight to find the warrior inside of you that you know exists but can't seem to discover. We know that feeling because many of us sit here and actually say that you have discovered yourself. The real question now lies, what are you going to do about it? A lot of times we ask ourselves these questions, but we don't do nothing about it. And the one thing that you have to do is ask yourself the tough questions. The questions that you're seeking from other people. Ask it to yourself. Because the only person that lived your past was you. And you're the only one that can answer them correctly. Not the person you're asking. Just because they went through it, that is their perspective, not yours. The one thing I can stand here and say is that your past should be your teacher to your present. Your gift is what God has given you to overcome and unwrap to the world who is seeking your guidance and support as Beachbody coaches. Because that right, thank you, appreciate it. One person loves me. Yes, I can go home now. So like I said before, we all have a gift. Unwrap it, let it out. Be free. Some of you have that have this wall covering your eyes and you can't even see over it. Bring it down. Even if it's one brick at a time. Just start bringing it down slowly. Then I promise you that what's on the other side of that wall is freedom, faith, and success. And I promise you, you will succeed. And you will win. Because that's what we all want to do.
Right? Because this is all beautiful, all right? We got the determination, we have the ambition, the natural ambition. Now what? Many of us here right now are feeling angst because it always happens. It's natural. We're here, we all share the same goals, we're energetic, that we feed off each other, and we love being around each other. I don't know about you, but I love being around happy people that share the same as I do, right? But what we're doing right now, so we want you to take action like now. Don't wait for it to be over. Take a selfie or send a smiley face to someone and say, thinking of you right now. Just do it. Do it.
Everybody grab your phone. Text someone right now that you're thinking about. First person that comes into your head, text them a smiley face and just say, I'm thinking about you. What's up?
10 seconds.
Or you can go, whoop whoop. Whichever one you want.
What we want to do by this is take action today. Don't wait for the perfect timing to share what you're feeling right now. The excitement, right? Being around the happiness, all of it. Just
Absolutely.
don't hold on to it.
So let's define the A for them. Okay, cool. The A is for action. Be the change you wish to see in the world by instilling faith in all you meet through the challenges you have personally overcome. Remember, guys, you're gonna inspire people, not who you are. You're not gonna inspire people who you are right now. You're gonna inspire people by who you were. It's not who you are, it's who you were that matters. Because you overcame it. You're sitting here right now ready to inspire the next person. And somebody out there right now is waiting for you to take action, to wake up and go get them to wake up so that we can keep this and pay it forward.
Yes.
That is our mission. That is our goal. And I'm going to let Norris take the rest.
No, it's just that. We all have faith. We are all faithful. But faith in action, like inactive faith, is dead. So sometimes we're not seeing the results we're looking for. Sometimes we have huge goals, but what are we doing about them? Are our actions aligned with our faith? We have a faithful God. Some tend to say he's dead. Maybe it's the actions that are dead. So take a look today at your DNA, what you're doing, and if you're being actively engaging and working towards your goals. We're going to now share some amazing success stories, so bear with us. Did you send the message? Yes.
Oh, by the way, guys, and I don't know if you guys have read the 5 love languages. We will be implementing them into this training. So the first one is words of affirmation. If you guys didn't receive that, Check yourself at the door. It's right there. Exit, please. Thank you.
So right now, I'm going to have the pleasure of introducing to you Ashley Salvatore. Come on. So Ashley is, whichever one you feel. Ashley is a 2-star qualifying coach. She's been with Beachbody for a year, and she is rocking her business. She is a beautiful mom of 2 and a stay-at-home full-time Beachbody coach. She's going to share with us her success story, and thank you for joining us. Let's do this.
Hi, thank you very much for having me. Yes. I got started with Beachbody as a discount coach. I had no idea really what a coach was. I saw friends, online posting, selfies with their Shakeology, and I was thinking to myself, I don't want to get started on this because they're going to make me post a Shakeology selfie. I was like, what is that? I don't know what this is. But so I held off for like about 2 months, and I kept thinking, I wasn't really sure, if this was something like, too many people are like in love with this, like so many people are in love with it, it's going to be not true, it's going to be not as good as what it seems. So finally, eventually, I was like, I'll give this a try, and if it doesn't work for me, I can just return it after the 30 days. So I had a lot of weight to lose. I'm a mom of 2. I had 2 very close pregnancies. Both of my babies, my daughter was born, and I had a 16-month-old I was running after. I was exhausted all the time. I was up all night nursing my daughter, and then the daytime I couldn't nap when she napped because I was chasing my 16-month-old. So the idea of the energy really excited me about Shakeology because it was something natural that I could get started on. And so I decided to give it a try. 2 weeks into it, I was completely in love with this. I was like, you know what, this is going to do it for me because now I can work out. And now I feel good again. Like, I can actually take my kids for a walk after being up all night with my daughter, and I just feel better. So at that point, I knew it was different, and so after the 30 days ended, I was like, okay, I'm going to continue on this program. I continued on with it. I lost over 70 pounds in about 8 months. But the amazing thing for me was being home with my kids. I wasn't connected to the outside world. I was basically in my house with no friends, but I was connected to this challenge group. And in my challenge group was all of these other women and moms and people like me who I really formed a connection with. And when I lost the weight, all of a sudden everyone wanted to know what I was doing. And so that's when I said, you know what, maybe I'll give this coaching thing a try and see if I can help a few friends. And then the day I decided to do that, it basically exploded for me because I found a purpose and a passion in my life that I didn't know existed. I knew I was missing a purpose. Before kids, I was an insurance broker. I was extremely successful, but I hated my life. I hated my job. I didn't like selling insurance. I didn't like, being out there pushing pavement and cold calling and walking into companies, strangers, people. It was just not me. And so then when I got into Beachbody, actually, after I had my kids, I thought I would never work again. I was like, this is it, I'm checking out, I'm done. These are my excuse, I don't have to work anymore. I'll be home with them. But kids grow up, they go to school. What happens after that, And it's like, so once I got going with the coaching thing, I really developed a passion for helping people, and I realized this was something so much more than just a paycheck, because when I started, I didn't need the financial part of it, and I didn't realize at the time either that it could be as phenomenal and amazing as it actually is, and that it could be a full-time income. I thought, how much can you really make selling a shake? But it's not just selling a shake, it's an entire program, an entire package, it's a team. You become a leader of a team, and what you do really goes beyond yourself in that, the people you impact, the lives you impact, the people that your story changes, it goes down levels and levels beyond. I've only been a coach a year, but I have changed and impacted the lives of thousands of people, thousands, like a lot. In my And, you know, here I am in front of all of you talking about the success that I had with this program. And many of you, if you are a new coach, you know, you may be going home and not sure really where to start, but I can tell you, if you are kind of like on the edge of wondering if you should go all in with this, or if it's, you know, going to be too much work, is it even worth it? Do you even know what's going to happen? You don't know what's going to happen. But I can tell you, I went all in. I got started on this and I was like, you know what, I am going to help people. I am just going to, I really don't know what Elite is, or what Premier is, or how to even advance in rank, or anything like that. I didn't know. But all I knew is I wanted to help people, and I wanted to create an environment, a challenge group that is absolutely amazing, so that I can help other moms like me who are struggling come in there, get their results, get to their goal, and change their lives. And then I want to help my coaches who are struggling in their own lives, paying their bills. I want to help them do the same that I'm doing, so that they can support their families and change their life. And they are. I mean, I have coaches on my team that are making more than their husbands some months. And that is unbelievable. So, you know, that to me really is what drives me and pushes me in this career. And just give you an idea of what I'm excited about in the future. This next year, I have plans to, I mean, after the first year in this business, if you're a new coach, you're going to be kind of like running around and building your audience and building your Facebook, you know, Instagram, everything. When I started, I had 70 Facebook friends. I was not on Instagram. I didn't even know what a hashtag was. And a year later, I know, it's crazy, but a year later, you know, I basically built this whole thing from nothing to where it is today, and I just feel like a year from now it's going to go to levels I can't even imagine right now. Because a year ago I did not think I would be where I am today in front of all of you, talking about my success story in this business as a 2-star diamond qualifying coach. And my goal is going to be a 5-star diamond before June, and it's going to happen because I have 2 diamonds, almost 2 stars. So. You know, so I will leave you just with if you're a new coach, you're just getting started, you know, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid what other people will think of you, because who cares? Like, this is your life. Like, I didn't care what my neighbor thought of me, that what I'm doing is what I'm doing. I don't care. All I know is I love this, I love helping other people, and I'm putting myself out there on social media, and I don't care what anyone thinks of me, and this is my life, and my success is because I believe in and I have passion for this program and what it can do for others. And so, you know, thank you very much for
All right, let's give it up for Ashley. Sorry, there was a little delay. Sorry, Ashley. Amazing story, guys. These are real people, real results. Damn. Every time I see this picture, it always surprises me. This dude right here, I met him, I think 2 years ago, right, Mike? I think something like that. 2 years ago. He used to follow me, but this dude, I should be following him. Sheesh. His name is Mike Collazo. He's an Emerald. Give it up, give it up, woo! He's an Emerald coach. He has 3 kids, and he started this business, his life-changing, you know, journey, January of 2014. And to this date, right now, that man, because I'm not gonna talk much, has lost over 130 pounds. What's your excuse? Seriously, what's your excuse? Stop it! Now coming to the stage, Mike Collazo.
thank you. I really appreciate that. You know, that guy right there, Hector, is amazing because when I do max 30 and he's like, Sean's like, "You ready, Hector?" He's like, and I'm just like, "I'm with you." But, you know, first and foremost, I want to thank God because he has allowed me to live, because I'm here and I'm speaking all in front of you. Secondly, I want to thank my wife, my family. I want to thank my coaches, my team who's back there, who is so strong. This is powerful. So, you know, this is great, this whole transformation, and I'm going to just give you a quick story about what happened. July 2013, it was my oldest son, Michael. We went to Sesame Place. All of you know Sesame Place, right up in PA. You know the deal. So you know how in July it's hot as hell, and you were walking to each and every single ride. And I got to tell you that I was on this line to get all the way upstairs to come down this like mega water slide. And it's me and my son is so excited. He's like, "Daddy, we're gonna go down this slide." So we get all the way up to the top. And, you know, he's sitting on the tube and he's waiting, and I'm about to go on, and I had on this gray tank top. And I'm about to go, and the lifeguard says, "Sir, I'm sorry, you can't go down." And I said, "What are you talking about? It's just a water slide." He says, "Sir, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're too big. You can't go down." So I told my son, "Mike, come on, let's go." And he said, "Daddy, what's going on?" And he said, "Daddy, why? But let's go down the slide. I want to go down the slide." I said, "Mike, well, I need to go with you." He says, "Well," I said, "Mike, let's go." He didn't understand what was going on. All he wanted to do was go down this water slide with his father. Now, my son didn't see this big guy because when he was born, I was always a big guy. So he just knew that I was his dad, I was his hero. He just wanted to go down this water slide. And as we go down, he's crying, and I started crying, and you know, still to that day didn't know what was going on. At that point, I was 322 pounds. I was a smoker, so I was smoking about a pack, you know, in a half a day, or you know, I always hugged my kids, always smelled like cigarettes, and I was just unhealthy. I was a walking heart attack. 2 months later, in October, I'm playing in front of my front lawn and with my kids in my front lawn, and I fell because I collapsed. And I said, "Man, God, please, you can't do this to me right now. You just can't." And, you know, I said, "All right, it was just some chest pains." 2 months later, I'm laying in bed with my wife, and my chest just felt like it exploded. And I said, "It's about to go down." I said, "Honey, call 911. I don't know what's happening." She thought I was joking. Everybody who knows me knows I'm always cracking up. And I'm just like, "Man, I'm gonna die." She's over here laughing. So, but you know what? I got down to my knees, and you know, and the Lord kept me alive. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta tell you that I could drop dead as soon as I walk out those doors. But you know what? God gave me a purpose. He gave me a purpose, and this business gives you a purpose to live, to get out the same hamster wheel. So even though this is great, that transformation and that whole body and the 130 pounds lost, that's not the real transformation. The transformation starts in here and in here. Because how many trainers you go to a gym and they are miserable? You ever seen trainers? They just want to screw face everybody. They're just mad at the world. You're like, "Damn, you look good, man. Like, stop, you know, just be happy." But you know what? You know, I just realized that it was about the impact that I had on everybody. And I just started, you know, I just got in this just to be a discount coach. I said, "All right, I'll do the shake." You know, it's like, all right, January 14th, after New Year's, I'm watching TV with a big bowl of chips, and I had a beer, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I said, watching T25, and Sean's like, "You need to focus, you need to get up." And I was like, "Look at this man." And I told the wife, I said, "Yo, give me the phone." And she looked at me, and she was like, "Really, honey, really?" I was like, "Yo, watch what I'm gonna do." Now, just like a lot of stubborn people who had coaches approach them, you know, and this is what I tell you, coaches, just keep on being consistent in people. Because I was that person who went on and called the phone and ordered T25, but thank God that, you know, I still had a purpose. And guess what? You know, I got a coach connected through high school, and I was able to just start that journey. And I started, and you know what? I just kept on and on. But the impact that I was having was the bigger picture, and I still, to this day, it is about you. It's not about me. It's about you, you. Whoever invited you here, say thank you. Thank you. Right? If you're brand new, say thank you. Because this doesn't become about me anymore. This doesn't become about me. It becomes about you. And it's about the impact. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless. I'm so grateful to be here, to have that impact.
Give it up for Mike Collazo! Now that is what you call acts of service. Number 2. If you guys don't know what that is. Sorry, gotta go backwards. All right, guys, now let's celebrate some success. Are you ready to celebrate some success? All right, let's give it up. Let's give it up for the Beachbody Challenge winners. Anybody Beachbody Challenge winner? I sound like an announcer. Like, what? Woo! One back there. I myself, one right there. Boom. 3. I myself, one back there. Tack. What up? Nice. Next one. Success starters. Do we have any success starters in the building? Woo! Come on, give it up, give it up. Give it up. Nice. You know what I forgot? High fives. Ooh. That went right, cool. The next one, Success Club All-Stars. Any Success Club All-Stars? Give it up. Woo-hoo! Congratulations, let's go. Now, this is the best part. All my new coaches, stand up. Woo! Be loud and proud, be loud and proud. Woo! Welcome to the family. Awesome, oh, I love that. Great energy, I love it. I think if y'all was sleeping before, I woke you up now. Live and in person. Our next one's Emerald Coaches. Give it up to the Emerald Coaches. Whoa, 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 we got, woo, woo! Next up, Ruby Coaches. Stand up. Woo! You're one step away, man. You're one step away. Don't give up. Keep it going. Diamond is right around the corner. Next one up, Diamond Coaches! Turn it on. Turn it on.
Where are my Star Diamond coaches?
Star Lemon! Stand up! Woo! 2015 Premier Coaches! Oh, drum roll, please. 2015 Elite Coaches! 1, 2, 3, give it up. Becoming elite is not easy, but it's well freaking worth it. Stand up.
And our 2015 Sun Coach is not here right now, but congratulations.
They're on their way. The door's open. Walk in whenever you want. They're on his way, I promise.
Before we go to the video, please be mindful of everyone in the room.
Yes.
Shorter this time, we promise. Let's hang tight and let's just watch.
Wait, before we hang tight, stand up, stretch, do a little hug about. Word. You got that song? Word. What? I'm sorry. Don't watch me, just listen to the words. I didn't play that song. Oh, work, 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 yeah, work, 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 yeah, work. I'm the commercial break, I'm sorry. If you're gonna, guys, if you're gonna stay here, please, to yourself. Or if you're gonna talk, afuera! If you don't speak Spanish, that means outside. That's for you guys to stretch out.
Hey everybody, this is Jeff Hill and I'm Michael Neiman, and welcome to the April Super Saturday. Jeff, it's April, we're entering into the second quarter of the year. We've had over 100,000 new coaches join us so far this year, so we have picked out a perfect theme for this Super Saturday.
Well, that's right, and with so many new coaches and new customers who have joined your challenge groups, we thought we should focus on something that is at the core of what we do. Getting people results. That's something that we can never lose sight of. Team Beachbody is not simply about getting the sale or earning a commission or moving to a new rank. We need to be relentless on making sure that everyone we bring into the Beachbody family actually gets the results that they're seeking. And to the extent we focus first on that, everything else follows. And in fact, not only does it follow, but all the good things increase because we're simply doing what's right and why people came to you in the first place.
So that means staying connected to the people you've brought in over the next few months, constantly following up to make sure that they've reached their goals and are getting results. And make sure that you also stay engaged in the challenge groups that you're running every day.
Well, and while you're running challenge groups, get your new coaches plugged into your Coach Basics group right out of the gate so that you're setting the right example and placing a strong emphasis on the 4 vital behaviors.
That's right, the 4 vital behaviors. We've now made recognition part of the vital behavior since it's such an essential component of getting people results. Now later on, we're going to hear from some coaches who are excelling at getting people results in challenge groups and through their consistent approach to the 4 vital behaviors. But first, Jeff, I'm surprised that you haven't said anything about my tan.
Your tan?
Yes, my tan from that Success Club trip on the SS Beachbody.
Well, to be honest, I didn't even notice your tan.
No, I am definitely tan. Look, normally my complexion is pale and sickly, and now it's just pale.
Yeah, I guess I can see that the sickly's mostly gone. But anyway, it certainly was quite a trip on the SS Beachbody. Close to 6,000 people were on the Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas. And we took that ship over in true Beachbody fashion.
It was so much fun catching up with all the coaches, the parties, hearing from Carl and the Elite 10, and of course, working out with the super trainers.
Well, did you work out?
In my own special way, yes.
But what does that mean? In fact, you know what? I don't want to know. But the trip was great, as are all of the Success Club trips. If you didn't get a chance to join us this time, we hope that you were one of the lucky ones who got a chance to register for the next year's trip to the Hard Rock Resort in Punta Cana.
Even though we search out the largest resorts and cruise ships to accommodate as many coaches as possible, getting spots on the Success Club trip are really hard to come by. And when we opened up the registration for Punta Cana in January, all of the spots were filled in 11 minutes.
Well, crazy, right? And the hard part is that we know that there were some disappointed coaches who didn't get to get registered.
Yeah, there were. So after speaking with our coach advisory board, we're going to change things up for next year's registration. And it's important that you know about this now so you can increase your chances of being registered for the 2018 trip.
Well, you know, one point is that we often hear is that it's a Success Club trip. So performance in Success Club should play a big role or even a bigger role. And who gets to go on this trip?
Exactly. That's why we're going to use the total number of Success Club points that coaches earned this year in 2016 to determine the order that people get to register. Now, Jeff, here's how it's going to work. You'll get to be first in line and register early for the Success Club trip next January if you fit one of these categories. Either you are a 2016 Elite or Premier coach, or if you finish 2016 as a Success Club All-Star Legend, that means that you've achieved Success Club in every month in 2015 and every month in 2016. Or if you are a paid 5-star diamond or above in the last bonus week of 2016, who also achieved Success Club every month in 2016. Now, Jeff, you may be asking, what about new coaches? Well, for new coaches, the top 100 success starters in 2016, based on total Success Club points in 2016, will also get to register early.
So if you hit one of those categories, you get to be the first to register next January. So the activity in 2016, the things you're doing right now, will really determine your opportunity to register in 2017.
Exactly. That's why we are telling everyone now. Now, once all of those groups register, coaches will be invited to register for the balance of the spots based on the order of the highest total Success Club points earned in 2016. Now, I know that was a ton of information, so for more details, check out the information on the FAQ listed below.
Well, Michael, we said we wanted to focus on getting people results, and the start of that process is connecting your customers to your challenge groups. And we've got some great challenge pack specials going on in April to help you do exactly
We
that.
sure do. This month, both the Masters Hammer and Chisel Challenge Pack with Shakeology and the Masters Hammer and Chisel Performance Pack with Beachbody Performance Energize and Recover are on special for $160. Plus, all of our club challenge packs and performance packs will include Portion Fix this month.
Well, and these are all great opportunities to get people on the path to getting results, right?
Yep, and a couple other things. We are excited to announce that soon you will be able to enjoy a muscle recovery and all of the benefits of Beachbody Performance Recover in a new, delicious orange flavor.
Well, I'm loving this product, and now I'm excited about this new flavor.
Plus, the Beachbody Performance Sampler Kits will now include a bonus 6th packet, all for the same low price of $19.95. Now, all of this will be available starting May 11th in the US, and for our Canadian coaches, we haven't forgotten about you. We're working on it, but it won't be available at this time, but hopefully soon.
Well, something to look forward to. And speaking of looking forward, Carl made a big announcement on the cruise of something really unique and special to fitness.
Yeah, that's right. The word is out about Autumn Calabrese's new program, Country Heat, which will be launching at Summit. Let's take a look.
Sometimes I get the spark of a new workout idea, and it takes a decade to come together, like this one. Started when I saw folks drawn to a simpler type of fitness, like indoor walking. Simple, easy. We could reach a whole new group of people. Something there. And people want fun. That's the holy grail of fitness. Nobody's disputing that the salsa workouts caught on like a spark in the tall grass because it's fun and easy, and you're still burning up calories. For years, I'm watching these trends, and out of the corner of my eye, city folk are finally figuring that the best music to get your feet moving is country music. And that's when this idea made it to my whiteboard. I called it Fit Country. But the idea still needed to cook. A couple years back, my daughter Ava and I discovered a simple line dance called the Cupid Shuffle. It was fun and easy, and spread through the company like a brush fire. And I realized how the simple repetition could get you sweating without having to bring it or dig deep. Right? It's like walking, but sideways. That's so easy.
Now watch me whip with it. Don't watch me nay-nay.
I had a reckless herd of themes looking for the right person to pull them all together. Then I saw a video of an event in Calgary where coaches invited trainer Autumn Calabrese on stage. Turns out she's a big fan of country music and a dancer. Well, I'll be. And that's when all them twinkling ideas came together. 10 years attending the flame of a new concept so folks could have fun and burn a whole mess of calories. Why, we could even include the simplest way to manage portions so you can enjoy your favorite vittles and still lose the weight. And while this is as far as I can ride, it's not the end of the story. This is just the spark of what's becoming a wildfire. With Autumn and her team in charge, a pretty cool idea called Fit Country just got hotter. This is fun, easy fitness. Saddle up, partners, for Country Heat. You can feel the change, the change while you're moving your feet. You can feel the change in the Country Heat. You can feel the change.
Country Heat is a country music dance program for everybody. If you like music and you like to move your body, you will love Country Heat. It doesn't matter if you can dance. It's not about tricky moves or having to get the steps just right. All you need to do is follow along with us and have fun. This is Country Heat.